So we are talking about when should you think about adding whey protein as a supplement? Many people have this question.
Yeah, I wish if I only had a penny for every time I've answered this question. But to kind of keep it simple, there are a bunch of things you want to ask yourself before you actually start taking whey protein. One, are you doing enough resistance training that you actually need whey protein fundamentally? And this I'm considering from a generic standpoint, right? I mean, there might be a case where somebody who is not doing resistance training also needs to eat more protein for some or the other medical condition. In such a case,
or for any kind of activity they are doing.
Medical professional will recommend that. I am talking just from a fitness point of view where people are considering eating whey protein because now they have started to realize that they are not getting sufficient amount of protein. So point number one, see if you're doing enough strength training. I think a minimum of 3 days is what is needed for you to be able to start consuming whey protein, because if you don't do that, whatever you eat throughout the week should be sufficient enough. Your body's requirement of protein is not going to be as high as that you need a whey protein supplement. Secondly, are you consistent with your training? I mean, it's not like you started this week and you've done 3 days and then you go ahead and start buying whey protein. Have you been consistent with it? Because there is something called newbie gains, where even if you don't have whey protein per se, your body will start showing results of weight training in the earlier days. So get past that date and then start consuming whey protein, because that is when whey protein will have an immense effect on your body. And 3, what are the sources of protein other than whey in your entire day's meal? So if your go-to source of protein is whey, then I don't think it's going to be that beneficial to you, because you can have a maximum of 1, 2 or 3 scoops of whey. Beyond that, you're still going to need some natural sources of protein, be it curd, be it milk, be it paneer, be it tofu,
soya, or if you prefer non-veg sources.
And there's a bunch of non-veg sources as well, fish, chicken, a bunch of other meat.
So on an average, a person needs their body weight grams of protein.
Okay, I'll explain it even better. If you are sedentary to lightly active, which means you're just walking, or say you're just walking 3 days a week to almost daily, your protein requirement is 0.8 grams per kg of body weight. Multiply your body weight by 0.8, that is what you need. If you're working out somewhere close to 3 days a week of strength training, which is moderately intense to intense, you can assume you need somewhere between 1.2 to 1.5 grams of protein per kg of body weight. So multiply your body weight by 1.2 to 1.5 depending on the intensity and the number of days you're working out. If you're fairly consistent and you're doing some really good intense activity for more than say 4 to 5 days a week, then you need anywhere between 1.5 grams to 2 grams per kg of body weight. That's how you split it up. And if you're someone who does extremely hard labor, like you work at a construction site or you're a fireman or something, then that goes beyond 2 and goes up to 2.5 to 3 grams per kg of body weight as well. But then I don't think anybody of us fall in that category.